Hello everyone, today we are going to learn about the number series. It is a very important topic, not just in CAT, but for other non-CAT MBA exams. First, let us understand the different types of number series before we start going up into the questions. So today we are going to learn about the types of number series with examples. The first type of number series that we have with us is the difference series. Here we look for the difference between two consecutive numbers in the series. We should also note that we will only apply this difference method when the series is not increasing at a very fast rate. And here the differences will help us understand the pattern beneath the series. Okay, let's start solving examples so we understand them better. So the first example we have here is 19, 23, 39, 75, then there is a blank and 239. So as we can see that the series is not increasing, it's not increasing at a very fast rate. So this means that we can actually apply the difference method here. Here as we can see the difference is 4. Here the difference is 16. Here the difference is 36. Now we don't know about this, we don't know about this. I think I can write 4 as 2 square, 16 as 4 square, 36 as 6 square. Following the pattern of even numbers with their squares, this should be 8 square, which is 64. So 75 plus 64, which is 139, should be the answer here. Let's check it. 139 after we have 239. So here the difference is 100, which is 10 square. So as you can see, the pattern is being fulfilled. It is a series of 2 square plus 4 square plus 6 square, then 8 square and then 10 square. So there is a difference between the squares of even numbers as we can see. Now in example number 2. Once again we have the series. So here it's 77, 83, 101, 131, 173 and there is the blank. Again the series is not increasing at a very fast rate. Here if you find out the difference between the two numbers, we say it's 6, then it's 18 here, 30 here and 42 here. Okay. Now there is not much pattern to be seen here. So, but I can write 6 as 6 into 1, 18 as 6 into 3, 30 as 6 into 5, 42 as 6 into 7. So here I can see that at every odd number is being multiplied by 6 and then we are getting the difference and that is how we will get the answer. So according to the pattern that we have just found, after 1, 3, 5 and 7 the next should be 6 into 9, which is 54. So therefore 173 plus 54 would be the answer, which is 227. So here the answer is 227. Let's look at some more examples. Here in this series example number 3, we can see that once again the series is not increasing at a very fast rate. Let's see the differences to understand it because we can apply the difference method here because the series is not increasing at a fast rate. Here the difference is 47, then 43. Then here it's 41, here it's 37, then we don't know about this and we don't know about this one. Again, not much pattern to be found here if we just look at the differences. So let's try to put differences once again. So let's find differences here. So it's 4, here it's 2, here it's 4 again. By this logic, here it should be 2 again. Therefore, this should be 35. This should be 445. And thus, this should be 25. But here, if we see, the difference here is 10. So the series is being followed till the number 410, 410. But after that, the pattern breaks. Therefore, 445 cannot be the right answer. But let's understand, is the pattern that we just found is actually correct? No, right? Because if it was, then we would have gotten the right answer. Here actually the pattern which is running is decreasing consecutive prime numbers. As you can see, 47 is a prime number, 43 is a prime number, 41 is a prime number, and 37 is a prime number. And after 37, our next prime number is 31. And if we keep 31 here, then our correct answer would be 441. And to verify that, let's see the difference between 470 and 441. It is 29, which is the next consecutive prime number after 31. Hence the right answer here is 441 and not 445. So as you can see that, sometimes series might confuse you. So if you have a chance, or if you have another digit after the blank, then you must verify it in order to ensure that the answer you got is actually correct. Now let's look at example number 4. Here the series is 241, 268, 332, 457, and then so on. Again, the series is not increasing at a fast rate, so I will apply the difference method logically. Let's do that. So here we can see the difference is 27. Here the difference is 64. Here it is 125. Okay. So I can write 27 as 3 cube, 64 as 4 cube, 125 as 5 cube. With pattern, this should be 6 cube, which is 216. And thus 457 plus 216 should be the right answer, which is 673. So here the correct answer is 673. And the pattern that we were following is that there were cubes running after 3. So with consecutive numbers. So 3 cube, 4 cube, 5 cube, 6 cube, and so on. Now let's look at the different type of series, which is a second type of series, which is multiplicative series. So in this series, the digits increases or decreases at a very fast rate. So here the numbers increase at a very fast rate. So whenever you see in a series that the numbers are increasing at a fast rate, then instead of applying the difference method, we go for the multiplicative series method. So as you can see in example number 5 here. So it's 10, 31, 95, 288, and then there is just one blank and it just rushes to 2609. So we can see that 10 to 31 is basically into 3 plus 1. 31 to 95. This comes out to be into 3 plus 2. 95 to 288. So 95 and 288. So here 95 into 3 is basically 285. And once again, if we add 3, so it's 288. So here the pattern that we are following is that into 3 and plus the plus number 1, 2, 3. So the pattern is going that way. So this means that the next one should be, according to this pattern, into 3 plus 4. So what is 288 plus 3 into 3? That would be 864, and 864 plus 4, that would be 868. And this follows here as 868 into 3 plus 5 is 2609. Got it? So here when we could see that the series was actually increasing at a fast rate, we automatically looked for a multiplicative pattern here instead of the difference method. That saved us a lot of time, and at the same time we were able to crack the code much faster. Let's look at another example. So it's 7, 25, 141 and 1023. And then we have to find the next number. So again the series is increasing at a very fast rate, so we find the multiplicative method here. 7 into 7 is into 1. And then it's 25, so it's basically into 3 plus 4. Or we could say into 4 minus 3. Right? We could put it in any other form, in any form. And because we do not know the pattern here, we are going to try both of them in order to understand which pattern is going on. From 25 to 141, we have it into 5 plus 16. Or we could put it in into 6 minus 9. From 141 to 1023, we have into 7 plus 36. Or we could put it into 8 minus 104. Okay. Now let's try to find the pattern here. So in down here we have into 4 minus 3 into 6 minus 9 into 8 minus 104. There is not much pattern to be seen here. I mean, we could see that there is 4, 6 and 8 going on, but there is not much pattern to be understood here what we are subtracting. So that doesn't make sense. If you look at the upper side, as we can see here, into 3 plus 4, into 5 plus 16 and into 7 plus 36. So here logically, if you put it, that it should be into 9. It should be into 9. So 3, 5, 7 and then 9. And with 4 we can say it's 2 square, 16 is 4 square, 36 is 6 square. So then we should add here 8 square, which is 64. So 1023, then we have into 9 plus 64. That would be our perfect pattern here. So we have to multiply 1023 by 9 into 64. And the answer to that would be 9271. So this would be the correct answer for our example number 6 multiplicative series. Great. Now let's look at another type of series, which is the cubes and squares series. So this is something that all of you must understand and learn by heart, because this might come in exams and there is no pattern to remember it. You have to remember it by heart and you have to understand these patterns whenever you look at them. You will see why in the examples, but let's look at it. So we have n cube plus n pattern. So where we have is that 0 cube plus 0 is 0, and then it's 1 cube plus 1 is 2, 2 cube plus 2 which is 8 plus 2 10, and so on. Then another pattern we have is n cube minus n, which is again 0 first and then 0 at the second number also, which we haven't put here. The third starts with 2 cube minus 2, which is 8 minus 2, that's 6. Then it's 24, 64, 120, 203, 36, 504 and so on. The next pattern that we need to learn is n cube plus n square, which will give us 0 first, then 2, then 12, 36, 80, 150 and so on. And the last pattern is n cube minus n square, which will give us 0 first, then once again 0, then 4, 18, 48 and so on. You can take a screenshot of this part, pause the video right here, write it down, but you have to learn all of them. Obviously, you don't have to learn it till infinite numbers. You just have to understand the pattern till the first 5 to 7 digits, so that you are able to crack it when you see them in exams. Let's have an example with it so you understand better. So here in example number 7, it says 83, 85, 95, 125, 193, blank and 545. So here this series is actually not increasing at a very fast rate. And as because it is not increasing at a very fast rate, so we use a difference method logically. Okay, so if we use the difference method here, so first of all we have here is 85 minus 83, which is 2. Then we have 10. Then we have here 30. Then we have 68. Then we are not sure. Then we are not sure. We have to find that part. Now 2, 10, 30, 68. So anyone who hasn't watched this video and does not know about the cube and square series might not understand that what this pattern is being formed. But all of those who have and you guys have just learned that The pattern being formed here is n cube plus n, which is the pattern of 2, 10, 30, 68. So the next number would be 130, and after that it would be 222. So here the pattern should be 130 and it should be 222. What series is we forming? N cube plus n. This is the pattern that is being formed here. So here the correct answer would be 193 plus 130, which comes at around as 323. So here the correct answer is 323. Now let's look at the Fibonacci series. Now in this series we add the last terms to get the next terms. Let's have a look at it. So here 3 plus 2 gave us 5, 8 plus 5 gave us 13, 13 plus 8 gave us 21, 34 was given by 21 plus 13, 34 plus 21 gave us 55, 55 plus 34 gave us 89, 89 plus 55 gave us 144, and this goes on and on till infinity. Now when we understand what is Fibonacci series, it is easier to understand these questions and see the pattern if it is being formed in a number series question. Let's have a look at it. In example number 8, we can see that 17, 26, 43, 69, 112 and 181. Let's do a difference method because the series is not increasing at a very fast rate. So here the difference is of 9. Here the difference is of 17. Here it's 26. Here is the difference is between 43, and here the difference is of 69. So as you can see, if I add 26 plus 17, I get 43. If I add 43 plus 26, I get 69. If I add 69 plus 43, I get 112. If I add 112 plus 69, I get 181. You see the pattern being formed here? Now this is the pattern of the Fibonacci series. So according to this, what would be the next term? According to this, now I have to add 181 and 112. I have to add these two terms in order to get my next term. So what is 181 plus 112? So the answer here is 293. So here the correct answer is 293. Now let's look at our last type of series, which is the sum of digits series. Now here the pattern lies in the sum of the digits of the series, as the name suggests. Let's look at the example to understand this type of series is better. Here our example number 9 states 43, 50, 55, 65, 76, 89. Here as we can see that it is not increasing at a very fast rate, so we can actually apply our difference method, which goes like 7 here, 5 here, 10 here, 11 here and 13 here. Great. Now if we talk about this, these numbers individually are not making any pattern, right? But if we know about the sum of the digit series, we can see from a different angle, from a different point of view, which is that 7 is basically 4 plus 3. 50 is basically, the 5 is basically 5 plus 0. 10 is basically 5 plus 5, 11 is 6 plus 5, and 13 is 7 plus 6. This means that with this number 43, sum of its digits is being added to it, and that is we are getting the next number. According to this pattern, with 89, what we would do is that 8 plus 9, which is equals to 17. So we have to add 17 to 89. And when we do that, we get the answer 106, which is the right answer for this particular series. Now let's look at our next example, which is example number 10. Now here our series is 13, 52, 59, 826, 842, 11788. Here as you can see that at times the series is increasing at a very fast rate, but at times it is increasing at a slow rate. So 13 to 52 is a jump, but 52 to 59, it's slow. 59 to 826 is once again a huge jump, while 826 to 842 is slow. And then 842 to 11,788 is once again a huge jump. Now let's look at it. This means that this kind of a series has both a mix of multiplicative series and difference series. Let's understand it. From 13 to 52, the best way that we could jump to is by multiplying into 4. While by 52 to 59, the best way is to add 7. Now, how did we actually get these numbers 4 and 7? If we look very closely, 13 is 1 plus 3, which is 4. And 52 is basically 5 plus 2, which is 7. This means, add alternatively, first the number, the sum of their digits is being multiplied to it, and the next time it is being added to it. Following this pattern, if we talk about 5 plus 9, so that would be 5 plus 9 would be 14. So 59 into 14 is 826. Following this, 8 plus 2 plus 6. So 8 plus 2 plus 6 would give us 16. So now we add 16 to it and we got 842. With 842, we have 8 plus 4 plus 2, which is 14. Once again, and then we multiply it by 14 and we get 11,788. Now to solve this, we have 1 plus 1 plus 7 plus 8 plus 8. Now this is 25. This means we have to add 25 now because it's the term time of adding. So we add 25 to 11,788, and this is how we get the answer. So here our answer is 11,830. So that is the correct answer here. So with this, we have come to the end of our first video of number series, and I hope all of you understood about the types of number series that we have. In the next videos, we'll be solving a lot of questions for you to understand and be able to look at the patterns very fast when solving these questions in exams. Till then, have a happy learning with EduRev.